The world's largest online retailer is set to report earnings after the closing bell today. So joining us now to discuss expectations and what to look for in Amazon's results is James Lee, analyst at CLSA. James, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Morgan.
So you're most looking forward to hearing about Amazon Web Services. That's the company's cloud services. Why is this so important? What are you expecting?
Yeah, the company reported a separate profitability line for AWS last quarter. It's already very impressive at 17% operating margin, contributing to more than 50% of Amazon's consolidated operating income. So we expect this quarter to continue to be strong. We expect AWS to grow at 50% year over year at an operating margin of 17.5%. And this quarter is very interesting, Morgan. The comp is easier. Amazon did a big price cut at AWS last year in 2Q. And so therefore, we expect the numbers to be very strong this quarter as well.
Okay, so keep an eye on AWS. Now, even going beyond that, you also really think it's important to discuss cross-border trade in China. What kind of potential does this mean for Amazon? What's new here? Where does this leave rival Alibaba?
Yeah, that's a very good question, Morgan. And as you know, Chinese government has been trying to moderate its policy over the last few years, and they're trying to drive economic growth through employment and also through domestic consumption. And one of the things they did last year was the creation of 9 free trade zone markets in China, which allow companies to import products into China tax-free. And we think Amazon is very well positioned for that specifically because they have global selection at scale. And CLSA has done a very interesting consumer survey for online shoppers in China, indicating that more than 10% of the shopper in Tier 1 to Tier 5 markets in China has already tried cross-border trade. So demand for that product is pretty strong, and partially for that is product safety. We heard concerns about baby toys and baby food over last year. So we continue to think Amazon will be in leading position for that opportunity in the market. And if we think about the market specifically, the TAM in China for e-commerce is $450 billion. If over the next few years, cross-border trade gets about 10% market share and Amazon get about 15% market share, and that'll produce incrementally 10% of EBITDA the street's not forecasting for 2017 and 2018.
And I just wonder what that means for all the transportation companies that are going to be moving all of those packages cross-border. It's an interesting topic. Now, of course, we can't talk about Amazon without talking about Prime, and of course, the company just releasing a new credit card to make Prime memberships that much more enticing. We also had that Prime Day earlier in July that yielded strong results, although we don't know exactly the details of that because the company doesn't release that much data. What is your take on Prime as we head into earnings?
Yeah, this is a very interesting promotion that Amazon's running, Morgan. It's very similar to some of the Asian business model coming from Alibaba and also coming from JD.com. Alibaba has 2 major promotions within the year. November 11th and December 12th, where they massively increased their GMV during the year, and JD.com has a big annual promotion in June. So Amazon's taking a copy of their business model during this Prime Day, and from our check specifically from Channel Advisor showing that same-store sales for July 15 this year is 93% higher than last year. And Amazon also said on Prime Day, the GMV that they already surpassed the Black Friday that they did last year. So it seemed like from the traction perspective, the Prime Day was very successful.
Yeah, and just really quickly to wrap this segment up, where do you stand on the stock as we go into earnings? I mean, the shares are up more than 50% year to date.
Yeah, we do have an outperform rating, Morgan, at a price target of 500. So we continue to be very constructive into the quarter.
Great. Well, thank you, James, for joining us today. Thank you for watching. I'm Morgan Brennan. Have a great day.
Hey YouTube fans, I'm Landon Downey from CNBC. Thanks so much for checking out our channel. Here you'll find videos packed with all the info that you need to be smarter about your finances. Be sure and subscribe by clicking right here, and click on all the videos around me to see CNBC's original series Young Money, Tech Bet, Kramer's Mad Money, and all the latest from CNBC.